Hi guys! Today I'm going to show you how to make delicious rhubarb and apple cake. Have a look on my rhubarb. It's beautiful, it's nice and fresh, it's great time of the year to make this cake. I'm going to start by washing the apples first. I've got 6 apples here. I'm going to peel them and remove the inside from the apple and cut them into smaller pieces, just like that, so to 8 slices. And I've also picked some rhubarb from my garden. I've got nice 3 pieces of rhubarb which I've washed as well, and I'm going to cut this as well into smaller sizes, approximately this thickness. I've placed all the fruits in the pan. Now I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon, and I'm just going to cook this fruit for a few minutes until it softens slightly. I've cooked the fruit for approximately 10 minutes. And you can see that it's slightly softened now. Now I'm going to leave this to cool on the side and I can prepare my pastry. Remember, all the ingredients I listed in the description just below, so please have a look. For the pastry, I need 320 grams of plain flour. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I'm also going to use some vanilla sugar, approximately 20 grams of it. If you haven't got vanilla sugar, you can use vanilla extract, it will be absolutely fine as well. At this stage, I'm adding 6 tablespoons of icing sugar. And also, I need some butter. I've got 250 grams of unsalted butter, which I've cut into smaller cubes. Now, I'm going to place this into the pastry. And I'm just going to work this with my hands for a few minutes until the ingredients combine nicely together. You need to work with this pastry quite fast because it has to be quite cold. That's why remember to use the cold butter straight from the fridge. So now the butter kind of joined with flour. So I'm going to add 4 egg yolks. Go in there and again mix this so everything combines nicely again. Place the mixture onto the work surface and just work it with your both hands because we have to make this into a dough. Divide the dough into 2 pieces, approximately 1/3 and 2/3. The smaller part, I'm going to wrap it in a cling film and I'm going to put this in the freezer. And the big one, just put it in a bowl and put it in the fridge for approximately 20 minutes. The dough is chilling, the apples are cooling, so now I can prepare the meringue mixture. I've got 4 egg whites just here, just the egg whites. I'm going to whisk them now until they're nice and stiff. You can see the egg whites are nice and stiff. So now I'm going to add the sugar. I've got 230 grams of caster sugar just here. I'm going to mix this again and add a little bit at a time. When the sugar has dissolved nicely in the egg whites, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of potato flour. And again, I'm going to mix this together so everything combines nicely again. Now we can roll out our dough to fit exactly into the tray. So get a rolling pin and roll the dough out. I'll give you a good tip. If the dough is likely too sticky, take a little bit of flour and just put it on your rolling pin so it won't stick to it. To transfer the dough into the tin, just put the pin on the dough, roll it onto the pin, and then just put the tray closer and just roll it out. Don't worry if the dough breaks when you're transferring it. You can patch it up. It's so sticky, so it glues together nicely, and you won't see it because it's right underneath the cake. You can see that I've put the dough higher on the sides as well. Now use a fork and just make little holes in the pastry. So this will let out the air, and also it will make sure they will cook evenly everywhere. Transfer the cooked fruit onto the pastry, and we're just going to spread this out evenly, but make sure the fruit is cold. We don't want any warm fruit on top of the cold pastry. And now we can put the meringue right on top of this. Oh, this smells delicious. I love cinnamon. Beautiful. Happy with that. Now, beautiful meringue is going on top, and again, I'm just going to put a few spoons in different places, and now I will spread it out again evenly. Now we're going to take out the piece from the freezer, the pastry, and we're going to grate on the cake and have a look. Because it was in the freezer, it grates beautifully. This is ready to go in the oven now. Bake the cake in the oven for approximately 40 minutes, 180 degrees fan oven. The cake is in the oven now, and now I'm just sitting in the garden and enjoying a nice cup of tea and the gorgeous weather. The cake has just come out from the oven. It smells absolutely delicious. Make sure you cool it down before you cut it. I hope you like this video. Make sure you comment on this. Make sure you give me thumbs up and remember to subscribe.